All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Orb Challenge. Here you go. I'm going to give you the simple rules for making this happen for your first 50 trades, okay? This is phase one of the Orb Challenge. It is so easy. The rules are easy, but let's see if you can actually follow them. And when you don't journal, this is the next 50 trades. That's what you're going to do. You're going to journal, journal, journal. You're going to learn what kind of trader you are. Okay. From the FOMO to the revenge trading to the I can't sit on my hands. I just need to everything. Okay. This is what most traders won't do. And those that I've talked into doing this are blown away with the results. So let's just jump right into it here. Okay, so what we got, you're going to come to the charts at 9:30. Bang. Okay, 9:30 open. We get our candles running. They're doing their thing. You're going to mark the high and the low, okay, from 9:30 to 9:35. Done. Okay, once that's marked, when you get a candle that closes outside of the range with a fair value gap, you're going to take the trade. Okay. So let's kind of go over this in detail a little bit here. All right, I want to make sure you guys understand this very, very, very clearly. So I'm gonna make this really big, okay? We have candle one, we have a candle two, and then we have a candle three, okay? And candle one and candle three's wicks do not overlap. That creates a fair value gap right here, where essentially, theory is, price moved so fast, okay, that it did not get a chance to rebalance in the next candle, okay, and it left a gap. All right, so that's what it is. That's a fair value gap. And then we have candle one, candle two, and the third candle after the range was created. The range was created right here on this candle. The third candle, as soon as it closes out, you're going to enter the trade right here, right at this open. You're going to put your stop loss at the high of candle one, all right, and then you're going to target 1 to 3. That's it. That's all you're going to do. Okay. You see, this one worked out. It was great. This was this morning as of this recording, which is 1/29/2026. Boom. There you go. Orb trade. All right. That's it. And you're going to journal. You're going to journal your feelings. You're going to do all that, stuff that nobody wants to talk about, nobody wants to do. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and look at another one. Okay. Let me just back up here. Here we go. Here's another orb. All right. So, perfect example right here. Okay. We have the range, which did not get marked on this for some reason. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's do horizontal line. And we're going to do 9:30, which is this one right here. So right there. All right. And then we're going to do horizontal line. We're going to go, let's see. I'm trying to look around my mic, my stuff. So here's 9:30. So here's the high. Boom. That's the range. Okay. And as you can see, we had a candle one, we had a candle two, and candle three that closed outside the range. And our little, it doesn't matter. If it's a tiny fair value gap, it's a tiny fair value gap. Okay. So we enter this trade. And what happens? We get like a pull, which this was kind of a weird print. But we get this going, and then it pulls back and it stops us out. So this was an L right here. That's why you don't see it on the chart. Okay. And actually it's right here. I think that's actually why that's there, is because it's showing my trade that we got stopped out on. Okay. So that was a loss. No big deal. But if it is for you, then let's journal that, right? Now, why didn't we take this right here? 1, 2, and 3. Okay, it's because candle one's wick, candles 3, it closed. There is no fair value gap here. All right, but here's the second trade, trade number 2 for this day. And this was yesterday. All right, here we go. So we get candle 1, candle 2, candle 3 closed outside. Soon as that next candle prints, bam, you are in the trade. Stop at the high of candle 1, and then you're going to target 1 to 3. Easy peasy. We'll see how easy it is. I love this. And then it just runs all the way down. Okay, you got to deal with it coming all the way back up here and, kind of getting a little close to your stop. You know, this is where you start journaling emotions. You start working things. You know, you start writing down what you're saying to yourself, like, "Oh no, no, please, 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 don't stop." All that kind of stuff. You know, you really need to learn what kind of trader you are, right? What you struggle with and what you're strong with. Okay, and hooray, came down here, bang, winner. All right, so let's keep going. Let me go ahead and actually dump these off the chart. Remove. I just came straight from TradingView into this, so it takes me a minute between TradingView and NinjaTrader. NinjaTrader, I have my algorithmic stuff set up, so it's kind of nice. It spoils me a little bit. All right, here we go. Oh, all right. Well, at least you get to see it's another winner. Okay, so, oh, but look at that. Not everything's a winner with this, guys. Seriously. This strategy closes in the like 30 and 40 percentile, so don't get all excited. You think you're going to win the whole time. You're not. Okay, let's just take a look at this last one, and then hopefully you guys can just start to trade this. Okay, all right. So right here at 9:30, I got to mark the range again. So let's go ahead and do that. Grab the horizontal line. 9:30 open. Bang. There's the low. Okay, and then bang. Here is the high. Yep, right there. Boom. Okay. So as you can see here, here's our range, and we get candles right there. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And so we do have that fair value gap. That's the orange box. So we're going to enter on this next candle. Boom. What happened? Straight to our stop loss. Bang. Okay. And that's that. It's a loss. You talk about it, right? You figure it out. You journal it, whatever you're doing. Okay. And then what do? We turn around. And what do? We print 1, 2, and 3, and this one prints right on the outside of the range. So we enter right here on this, okay? And you can see the fair value gap right here opening, and boom, that's it, okay? And what do? You hold it all day, and you see this candle, and you freak out, you know, whatever. You just journal it, you know? Guys, the reason why I believe in this stuff so much is because I'm probably one of the most emotional traders, and I even like I have my own mentors and people that I trust that I call and I speak to about my trading because I believe in the psychology of this stuff so much. This challenge is going to change you for the better, okay? And I don't care if you trade some different strategy. You can actually use a different strategy if you can find a mechanical way of trading it. Like break it down, like take out some of your rules that are all discretion and intuition and take those out and then just follow mechanical strategy. But this one is really good because you get some solid winners and yeah, you're going to get some solid losers too. So, and as you see, this thing dances around almost all day. I mean, actually, it dances around all day long, all day. Okay. And then with a prop firm, this closed right around 4:30, 5 o'clock. So, you know, maybe an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. If you're trading personal account, bang, it went all the way just a little bit later in the afternoon. Okay. And so that's it for this video. I'm really excited you're here watching these videos. That's just awesome. It's showing me that you're going the right direction to start making this something that is positive for you. And I'm telling you, you can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do this, but it does take doing these kinds of things that nobody wants to do. All right. So I really wish you the best. You can reach out to me on Discord. We do have a free community and we are trading this live in the free community right now. So you can just come in, you know, if you're having trouble picking out the fair value gaps and just trying to understand the simple rules, I totally get it. Just swing in. We'll help you out. And anyways, wish you the best. Take care.